My name is Okima Williams. I'm a student at Gordon State College, and this is my video submission for the Your Own Model of Communication assignment. I named my model of communication the wind and gravity model of communication. A synonym for wind would be a breeze or a current of air. So in this model of communication, we will be transferring messages by the use of air and or gravity. This model of communication is similar to the transactional model of communication, where the sender and the receiver either must be face-to-face or either near each other in order for the messages to be transmitted. In this model of communication, you could also use objects, or you could simply use body parts to transmit messages. Now, air could be used when an object is passed from the sender to the receiver. Gravity could be used when an object is either dropped or thrown on the ground. So there would be 3 or more types of messages. The 3 would be a simple message, a sudden message, and an urgent message. The simple message, for example, would be walking by the receiver just to start the transmitting of messages. Also, using a folded piece of paper, such as fanning yourself or fanning at the receiver, could also be the start of communicating or transmitting of messages. Now, a sudden message would be just a sudden thought, statement, or opinion. You could use a tennis ball or a golf ball because they're a little heavier. It wouldn't necessarily be urgent. Again, this would just be a sudden thought or a sudden opinion. Now, for an urgent message, of course, it's urgency or a message of importance. You would be able to use maybe a basketball or a volleyball because they are heavier than the tennis ball and the golf ball and also the piece of paper. Now, the force or pressure behind the object would be enough to inform the receiver of the urgency or the tone of the message. Now, how we carry objects on a daily basis can either send a message to the receiver on our mood, or normally just maybe how our personality could be, or just the frame of mind we are in at the moment. And I chose to use gravity and air due to the importance that we use on a daily basis without realizing it. And that concludes my wind and gravity model of communication.